Good morning and welcome. I'm Noel Baldwin, Executive Director of the Future Skills Center, and I'm thrilled to see so many of you here with us today. For those of you who are less familiar with FSC, let me tell you a little bit about us and our work since we opened in 2019. Our mission is to conduct research and generate insights that will position Canadians and Quebecers to thrive in the future of work. We're dedicated to understanding the here and now in order to prepare for the challenges and opportunities ahead. Our approach is collaborative. We work with a diverse range of partners, including employers and labor, educational institutions and training providers, governments, and community-based organizations across Canada. This collaboration is crucial because preparing for the future of work is not a task that any single entity can accomplish alone. Since our inception, FSC has invested in more than 400 projects, both skills research and pilot projects focused on skills development across the country. Nearly 3/4 of these projects have served groups facing historic and systemic barriers such as newcomers, people living with disabilities, and Indigenous peoples. Through these projects, we've helped more than 91,000 Canadians receive hands-on training or employment opportunities, equipping them with the skills needed to succeed in a rapidly changing economy. In particular, I'd like to highlight a 3-year partnership with the Commission des partenaires du marché du travail here in Quebec, which has mobilized more than $20 million in funding for 68 Quebec organizations, making a major contribution to the implementation of the skills and training priorities defined by the Government of Quebec and shared by FSC. Right now, our labor markets are under tremendous pressure from a number of trends that create challenges, but also opportunities. The potential major impact on the economy of Trump's tariffs will certainly demand quick solutions for workers in the hardest hit sectors, like steel and the auto sector. But there are other economic disruptions present today and more coming down the road. We must seize the opportunity to build a resilient workforce together and invest in innovation and skills development for the generations to come. One of the current disruptions is caused by technological advancements like artificial intelligence. Our partner, l'Institut du Québec, recently published a study that made headlines highlighting the fact that 810,000 Quebecers currently occupy positions at high risk of automation. Another disruption to note is the reality of an aging population at the very time of rising demand for skilled labor. Indeed, thanks to the work undertaken by the Conseil du Patronat in Quebec, we know that in 2023, for every 100 Quebecers likely to leave the job market due to retirement, there were only 86 young people getting ready to enter it. These changes, among many others, risk disrupting the growth of our economy and the prosperity that goes with it. Skills and training are intricately linked to these complex economic and social challenges. Upskilling and reskilling our workforce is essential to making our economy more resilient, productive, and inclusive. But let's not be discouraged. The latest OECD study on adult skills, published in December 2024, shows that Canadians and Quebecers are among the most highly skilled people in the OECD. Yet we can't afford to sit back and relax when the stakes are so high. These big issues have FSC reflecting on some strategic questions to guide our work, and which I think can serve as common threads during this day of reflection and exchange. First, is our workforce sufficiently trained and skilled? And how can we promote resilience and lifelong learning? Are our education and training systems well-oriented and adapted to help prepare tomorrow's economy and society? And do they have the necessary resources to fulfill this mission? Are our businesses and employers resilient and ready to adapt to new realities, including new supply chains and markets? Do they contribute their fair share to training their own workforces? Is the vision of where industries are finding their North Star developed collaboratively between employers and workers with a shared understanding of the challenges and the skills needed to foster mutual success? And finally, are our systems of political and social dialogue sufficiently robust and ready to face the challenges ahead? These issues have led us to refocus the center's priorities on key areas of skills development and training, including 2 big drivers, climate change and technological change, that are outside the direct control of any actor in Canada. 2 systems levels levers, maximizing worker mobility and pathways to jobs, and the adaptability of SMEs that we can devote policy thinking and resources towards. And finally, all this in service of a common outcome, a more inclusive economic prosperity for all Canadians. We want to ensure we have the right people with the right skills in the right places at the right time.